Tremendous run at a number of schools. He is Oliver Purnell.
Thank you, Cap. I'm going to fire on Steve, Cap. I'm going to fire on you like everybody else. That press conference that you're going to should not be happening, and I'm going to tell you why. I was having dinner with our president shortly after taking over here at DePaul, and we were talking about the other programs. I turned around and he kind of joked and said, I'm a serial fixer. I don't know how that sounds, but I laughed at his joke, as you do with the president. And but I shot back to him, very quickly. It is my goal, Father, to get DePaul back to the Final Four where they belong, and then take over the managerial job of the Chicago Cubs. So that should not be happening today. Wait a couple of years. Wait a couple of years. First of all, I'd like to introduce a very special person, and without her and Maggiano's, this would not happen. Our events coordinator, Katie Ramsey. Stand up, please. Very quickly, I'd like for my staff that are here to stand real quickly. I think Greg Greenwell, our Sports Information Director, has already been introduced. Matt Fleming, our video coordinator. Yvonne Woolidge, our Director of Basketball Operations. Kevin Edwards, our liaison for corporate alumni and professional relations. Stand up, Kev. Edwin McGee, player for us for the last 4 years now, a graduate assistant on my staff. Glad to hear him. Our full-time assistant, Renard Phillips. And everybody knows Billy Garrett, one of my full-time assistants. Katie and our own DePaul, thanks for putting this on. I'm certainly glad to be here in what I think is the best sports town in America, and I think we play a very good brand of basketball. I thought we had a productive summer. In fact, as I start to talk about our team, how about if Billy Garrett and Tommy Hamilton stand? I'll talk about them a little bit as well. And keep standing since you came down here and canceled Let me digress a little bit. We've got 9 players on our roster now from the Chicagoland area. We got 4 players from the Chicago Public League. Tommy Hamilton last year was on the All Big East rookie team. Billy Garrett last year was the Big East Rookie of the Year. And the thing that is probably really important about those 2 guys, obviously they're from Chicago, the Chicago Public League, but in basketball as well as baseball, Cap, up the middle, it really counts what's up the middle. Billy's our point guard, Tommy's our center, both of them are sophomores. They point to the bright future that we have at DePaul. This summer I thought we had a really good summer. The workouts were good. It really seems like that we have the character to have tremendous chemistry. These guys, even though they're sophomores, Tommy on our front line and Bill with the basketball, we're depending on them to give us leadership now that they've kind of, gone through some things. We haven't had as much success as we'd like, but these guys have had some success, and they understand what it takes. And these guys, along with a bunch of other guys I'll talk about in a second, form that core that we hung in there during a tough year. We played our best basketball at the end, beating Georgetown in the Big East tournament before falling to Doug McDermott and Creighton. But that core really hung in there. And we returned 4 of those guys, 4 starters from last year. We've got Billy and Tommy and Burrell McDonald at the 2-guard spot. Will be a junior. Forrest Robinson, who played as well as anybody on our team, a 6'10" long-range shooter, is coming back. At the small forward position, we've got Mike Henry, another Chicago area product, transfer from Illinois, along with Jamie Crockett, really competing for who starts at that position. But those 2 guys will play a lot because we'll play small a great deal, getting back to more of the pressing, running style that I like. R.J. Carrington showed that he could put the ball in the hole for us last year, can certainly give us some offensive pop. Greg Sekele is an athletic big. that again really helps us in terms of our style of play. And now we're talking about the new guys who I really like coming in. Aaron Simpson from North Chicago, a kid that probably many of you have seen play, certainly coaches, can really put the ball in the basket, and as he becomes a better defender, he's going to be good for us. Rashawn Stimmage, who was playing great preseason before he went down, we're hoping to have him back here very shortly, certainly by Big East time. I already mentioned Mike Henry, who a lot of times last year, these two will test, was our best player in practice. And then Derek Wood, 6'4" guard, a combo guard he's from the DC area by way of Hutchinson Junior College. So I really like that new group of athletic players that we have. And as those guys, get more used to what we're doing, I think we're going to be really deep. And again, I think that's really important when you talk about how we want to play, but more importantly, winning, competing right away in our non-conference, competing right away in the Big East, and getting better each and every week because of character and leadership of young men like this, and having a chance to win it all in our league at the end. So you guys can sit down there. A couple important dates coming up. We scrimmaged Wisconsin this last weekend. The number 3 ranked preseason team in the country. I thought we learned a lot about ourselves. I thought we got handled by them pretty well in the first half. I thought I played them, in the second half, which is us understanding what we need to do to play well. We got Lewis coming up. They always give us a great game and really expose some of the things that you're not doing well. We have them on Thursday in our final exhibition tune-up. Howard already mentioned that we've got a crosstown rivalry game coming up with UIC, which I agree with you. It's going to be a terrific game. Anytime that the local teams play, they're generally great games. And we play everybody here. Maybe not every year, but we play everybody here. You guys maybe remember 2 years ago when I first stepped up here, I said we should have a tournament and all this and that and so on and so forth. But we're doing our part. We play everybody here because we think it's great for the area. We think it's good for attendance, good for media interest, and we play a great brand of basketball here in the city. So I'm sure, Howard, we're going to have an excellent game there. We also play Northern Illinois, Chicago State. We go to Hawaii for the Diamond Head, a great tournament out there, and then we come back home and we open with Marquette in our first Big East game. We are certainly looking forward to the season with great excitement, great anticipation. We feel like this is a year where we reach that tipping point and we start running this thing downhill. But that's a lot of me talking. These guys right here, along with that coaching staff, we got to make that happen in a very competitive environment. I believe that it will happen. I'm excited about it as I've ever been, a team, because of the ability that we have, because of the possibilities that we have. Please take an opportunity to come out and see us. An exciting brand of basketball, and I'm certain it will be a winning brand of basketball. Thank you.
Coaches, thank you very much. I hope everybody has a great, happy, healthy season. All the best to all the schools here. I look forward, God bless, to being with you next year.